speaker is Professor Chris Williams from the Department of Chemistry and Physical Science at Pace University, New York City. Professor Williams is a member of the new New York City-based coalition, Shut Down Indian Point Now, which is for the immediate closure of Indian Point nuclear power plant and the phasing out of all nuclear power plants around the state and country. This is Professor Chris Williams.
Yeah, good afternoon. We're standing here in this beautiful garden with these lovely trees, and to think that if there were to be a meltdown, we wouldn't be able to come back to this place for thousands of years is a truly terrifying thought. And so the organization coalition I'm part of in New York City wants to close down and thinks that Indian Point should be closed down immediately. We don't want any patching up of an almost 40-year-old, aging, creaking, antiquated reactor of the same design that is so disastrously melted down in Fukushima. We want to close down now. We don't even need the energy. Actually, only about 5% of Indian Point's energy comes to New York City. And the idea that we could evacuate 18 million people in a 50-mile radius of Indian Point is, of course, preposterous. You know, the NRC is a little bit like Goldman Sachs. It's never met a risky deal that it could say no to. The problem is that where Goldman Sachs just brought down the economy, the NRC could potentially bring down, you know, the livelihoods and lives of tens of thousands of people in this neighborhood, with 80,000 people still unable to live or go back to their homes in Fukushima, and probably unlikely to ever be able to go back to their homes. And that a situation that is still evolving, could easily get worse with aftershocks, is not stabilized at all. Do we really want to go through any of that? Obviously, the answer to that has to be no. Nuclear power is not only dangerous, it's uneconomic, unsafe, and unnecessary. As the previous speaker said, we could survive easily on solar, wind, geothermal, wave, other renewable energies. We do not need uranium power. The idea that you need to boil water by splitting apart an atom is a ludicrous idea in the first place, and totally non-economic. One of the reasons that New York State has some of the highest rates of electricity in the country, of any state actually. And so just to emphasize and finish on this, we don't want the thing patched up. We want it closed down. We want to move to and transition to, just like Germany has. If Germany can do it, they had plans for expanding their nuclear power base. They're now going to close them all down by 2022. I think is a fantastic development. Switzerland also are said to be closing their plants. Italy, Thailand, and Malaysia have all put their plants and nuclear programs on hold. At the very least, we should be doing that nationally, and we should absolutely be not relicensing these old plants so they can carry on spewing radioactivity into the atmosphere, and who knows, at any moment create a catastrophic accident for another 20 years. Thanks.